Good evening, everybody. Welcome to some random YouTube page that this video will be on. I don't know which one, but yeah. I am James from the Big Easy, host of the Who Dat Temple on Twitch.
And the Queen of the Divas!
Shut up, Lance.
Evidenced by his shirt that he's wearing right now.
Hey. Anyway, welcome to the WWE FastLane. We are on the road to WrestleMania. No, I'm not talking about this WrestleMania because this is last year's WrestleMania. We talking about WrestleMania 31. With me on this review for FastLane is from Lance Moss TV. He's the incomparable Lance Moss. How you doing, Lance?
Cold.
Cold.
What's 21 here? It's freaking cold.
And he is a friend of mine, Mike from Iowa. Mike, how you doing?
I'm good, and I'm still waiting on that freaking $20 you ripped out, you pickpocketed from my wallet when I came to visit you for WrestleMania last year. Still waiting on that.
Hey. It went to a good cause.
Also, was it just me, or was that guy wearing the Cena merchandise all up and down Memphis, Tennessee last night in that arena, Lance? Or was that just me?
My ass was right here in my bedroom.
Anyway, we gotta start off with the kickoff. The kickoff, man. We're gonna start off with Miz TV. As you know, we kind of have a little bit more tension between Miz and Mizdow. Well, Paul Heyman talks about how his client Brock Lesnar will win at WrestleMania. Thoughts from either Lance or Mike?
It was kind of a pointless segment, man. To be honest, I wasn't. I mean, besides building the tension between Miz and Mizdow, you see Mizdow wanted to clock Miz, would have made me really, really happy. But it didn't really do much for me. It didn't. Just kind of like, oh, my client's gonna win. Well, yeah, well, okay. What else is he gonna say? I thought it was pointless.
Yeah, pretty much, except for there was one high spot. Damien Mizdow over in the corner laughing his ass off.
He wanted to do stuff, but you know, with Miz.
No, he was down, like when Miz talked and they started chanting, he had to cover his mouth because he was laughing so damn hard.
That's what being a stunt double gets you.
No, he's not a stunt double anymore. He's a personal assistant.
I'm sorry, a personal assistant. Anyway, if you don't like Miz, then there's a reason why. Anyway, first match was Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, Ryback versus Seth Rollins, Kane, and Big Show. Now, this was an interesting back and forth match where we had the finish of Dolph Ziggler in the corner with Kane holding him by the neck, going for the chokeslam. And then Big Show, out of nowhere, comes with a knockout punch from the outside. Knockout Ziggler, and then Kane chokeslam him for the 1, 2, 3. After the match, we had a beatdown by the Authority. And guess who's back?
I hear voices in my head, they talk to me.
That's right. RKO out of nowhere comes back. We gotta start with Lance. What's your thoughts of this whole match and the ending and the return of Randy Orton?
Match was alright. I'm not, like I've said many times on WGS TV and all the other damn channels I'm on. I'm not a tag guy. Well, WWE tag team matches. For some reason, their style of tag team matches bores the hell out of me. But, yeah, good little 6-man. And yeah, all I can say is RKO out of nowhere, except for on Seth Rollins, because, well, he ran with a solid dog.
Well, also he didn't RKO Big Show because Big Show just decided to walk casually where the other side where the camera isn't, and just.
He got the hell out of Dodge, or Memphis, as it were.
No, Seth Rollins ran. Big Show just casually walked. He's like.
I'm bitch, motherfucker.
Mike.
Well, as if we didn't see Randy Orton's return coming, but the number one thing I was thinking is when Big Show was pulling Seth out of the ring, I'm like, Big Show, please don't pull his pants down. We don't need another scandal.
He just got over the last one, and that was 2 weeks ago.
And no one's even talking about it anymore, so I think clearly it's not going to affect his career as much as we thought it would. Thank God. But I actually I did enjoy the match, except for Eric Rowan. I'm not a fan of Eric Rowan. I get bored watching Eric Rowan wrestle. But I actually liked the match. I thought it wasn't great. I thought maybe Seth Rollins should have got the pin to kind of make his character seem even more, badass than it already is. Davenport, Iowa salute. But yeah.
Well, the next match was Goldust versus Stardust. As you know, in the back, Dusty went back talking to Goldust about not hurting Stardust, aka Cody Rhodes, which we all know who he is. And basically Goldust said, "I am not leaving until I get my brother back, and why not? Just don't. Nobody needs to get hurt." Kind of weird. Interesting match, let's say, especially at the end of the pin. I felt like that kind of was botched, but at the same time, it's like, yeah.
It was. That was clearly botched. Because you see, he clearly got his shoulder up. Well, maybe not clearly, but the referee hesitated. Then he called for the bell. I don't know what exactly happened there, but that was botched. That was clearly botched.
And remember, he was a former senior official, which we're not supposed to know. Mr. Rudy Charles. Anyway, at the end, well, he shook hands for a little bit, hesitant, but then also in the back, Goldust just beat up Goldust. Let's say that. And basically saying that Cody Rhodes is dead. I'm no longer gonna live in your shadows, Dad. Mike, thoughts of this?
Well, like I said, that finish was clearly botched. One thing I started to see a trend here in a sort, but we'll get to it a little bit later. What I mean by a trend happening, but I thought Cody was gonna win. Stardust was gonna win. But then again, it makes sense. Goldust wins. Cody gets his revenge on Mania, goes full blown heel, possibly comes back to being Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes could be shot into mega stardom. Hopefully, I'm praying he does. But and then the one thing I thought was kind of. Normally it's the kind of thing I like, but this time I just that was like really cheesy. Was him saying, "My father is dead to me," or whatever the fuck he said to his dad. I was like, okay. Or I have no father, or whatever the hell he said. I was just like, okay, that's too cheesy.
Lance?
Well, first off, Cody, next time you do your makeup, remember, don't run out of silver if you're going to use silver face paint. Because I swear, from like here to here, it looked like he ran out of silver or something. And, yeah, good match. I didn't know what the hell happened at the end. Because James, you can back me up in the Skype call. I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if it was a supposed kayfabe screw job or something, maybe. I don't know. Because it kind of says, my shoulder was up. You never beat me. Or, well, however the hell Stardust would say it in crazy bastard language.
I think he's gonna say that on the Raw. He didn't say anything on Raw or the pay-per-view. I think it's just yeah. Um, the next match is the tag team title match between the Usos and Tyson Kidd Cesaro. Good back and forth match. Good match overall. Interesting that at the end we actually saw still new tag team champions. Yes, still yes, Lynn and Garcia, still new tag team champions. Really. Anyway, yes, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd won the match. I really am surprised that they actually give the titles to Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, but I feel like they, I don't know. This one's more interesting, but yeah. We got Lance thoughts.
Yeah, I was surprised too because even on in the news, I said that they should break Cesaro and Kid up. 'Cause I just didn't see the chemistry there. But I guess they saw something we don't. So yeah, keep it up.
Mike.
Unmute.
I was trying to, but my computer's moving slow. I'm trying to move my mouse to the on mute button, and my mouse is like jumping across the screen. So I'm trying to get it back to the spot, and it wouldn't fucking let me. But anyways, tag title match. I wasn't in. I didn't really like it. I feel odd saying that because of who was involved: the Usos, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro. I just kind of thought it was odd for them to win the title. It's just, I mean, there's not much for me to say. I sat there and I'm like, okay, these guys kind of just became a tag team. Now they're already tag team champions. It's like, for some reason, I just didn't buy into it.
Well, up next we had the face-to-face between Sting and Triple H. I feel like they could have been later on the show, but it's just me. But anyway, Triple H comes out in not a suit. Gasp! He comes out in street clothes, ready to fight.
His name is Finley?
I'll see. Anyway, yeah, he called out Sting. Sting comes out. Basically, Triple H gives him the rundown, saying, "Oh, you've been at WCW for years, and you went down with the ship. So I'm gonna give you the option. Option A, I let you have all your stuff. Your legacy will live on. I will put you in the Hall of Fame. Or B, I just beat your ass up and make you look like, and make everybody forget you like Chris Benoit." And then Sting just still didn't say anything, so Triple H decides to try the sneak attack. And then, basically, Sting ducked, got the best of Triple H, but Triple H hit him with a microphone, got the best of him. Triple H went outside, got the sledgehammer, and did everybody forget that Sting had a bat?
Well, I mean, look, like I know they had the reports of he's not using a bat because it's gonna whatever the hell that report was, but Triple H's sledgehammer is okay because it's not a thing that kids can easily get access to, unlike a bat. But the minute he grabbed that sledgehammer, I'm like, he's gonna turn around in that ring, all of a sudden fucking Sting's gonna have a bat. Oh my God, was I getting giddy? Man, the 90s are coming back. Even I was like only 5 years old when the Crow thing debuted. But whatever, I don't care. I still remember it. Man, and I just remember too thinking, man, the minute he pulls out the bat away from his face, he's gonna point right to the WrestleMania sign. He's gonna point right to the sign. And sure, it's not that WrestleMania, damn it. The one with that stupid play button logo, which I still don't like, but whatever. Just points to the WrestleMania sign. Triple H is like, oh, no, I'm good. Don't hurt me, please. Pretty much, verbally accepting the match, and and also 10 minutes later, oh, we have breaking news. The match is confirmed. Like, really?
Triple H said, like, you didn't hear, but you had to hear it through the earphones. Like, oh, you want to fight me at WrestleMania? Fine, I'll beat your ass at WrestleMania.
I know Sting actually said something too, but I couldn't make out what it was.
Sting said, "See you at Mania."
Yeah. And then, but yeah, so that was cool. And then, of course, Triple H tried to attack him. I thought Sting just said, fuck you, man. Get out of here. Hits him, freaking Scorpion Death Drop. Woo! Man, I had fun with that segment.
Lance?
Well, one thing he said, we can give you DVD. We can make you have a DVD. Triple H, I don't know if you forgot this or not, but...
We will get you a shirt. Oh, wait, he got a shirt already.
We're going to get you some action figures. You probably already have one of them. But yeah. And also, I've seen a lot of this on some of the pages I follow on Facebook. They say, Sting should have said more. Sting should have said more. To those people, I have one thing to say. Y'all just don't understand the Crow gimmick. He says very, very little in the Crow gimmick. It is the Crow gimmick, except for they're not allowed to have him come down for the rafters anymore. That's all it is. Silent but violent. That's all it is. He's the vigilante, which is the Crow.
Exactly. In his WWE days, you rarely see him talk that much when he was doing the whole thing with the NWO. And then later on, that he would talk.
Little dude.
You don't need to talk.
Little bit and littler man.
Next match. Lance, do I have to?
Yes.
Damn it.
You're the queen of the Divas, you have to.
Shut up. Paige versus Nikki Bella for the Divas title. What can I say about this match?
Let's put it like this. It wasn't actually a bad match. It really was. I thought it was actually pretty decent.
It's a decent match, but Nikki Bella still doesn't impress me as champ. But I kind of, you know how I still say Nikki and Brie for WrestleMania? I still see it happening, I just don't see a turn. I think Nikki is just going to give Brie a shot at the title.
Well, here's the thing. I'm reading reports. I read a report about 10 minutes before we started this that there's actually a plan in line, a story for AJ to return to TV soon. So, the question is, if that report is true, where does AJ get involved?
Well, what I could see is because remember how Nikki won was that a roll-up occurred, but she held the tights. So, the possibility that, I could see Nikki giving a shot to Brie, all of a sudden Paige comes out saying, hey, I want a shot at the Divas title. And then you could see AJ come out. And
then all of a sudden, AJ Lee's personal ring announcer, James Doe.
I see. No. I see like the Bellas beating up Paige, and all of a sudden AJ helps save Paige for some odd reason. Then this could lead to like maybe a fatal four-way. Or if they even give it, then I might be afraid that I might even put a tag team match where the title's not on the line.
Why don't they just go what they did last year, a fatal 12-way or whatever many fucking
fatal 14-way?
Oh, really good. However many divas there were in that freaking match.
But you mentioned AJ. What if they decide not to put her in a Divas title match? What if she put with a different diva?
I don't know. I mean, I still thought AJ versus Stephanie would have been a good match. But 5 weeks for them to get mad at each other and want to fight, I mean, it's kind of too late for them to start that. I think it's too late for them to start that feud.
I'm not saying Stephanie. I just don't know.
Well, I'm saying that's the match I would want to see with AJ, but it's kind of late to start that now. So
Well, no, you could start it now because you could also put in the lawsuit with CM Punk.
they're not gonna bring that up on TV. They're not gonna bring that up. They're not gonna use. As much as WWE and CM Punk do not like each other, they got more than enough respect for AJ to not fucking bring that into it. They're not gonna do that. No, they're not. Because if they were, then WWE would have Stephanie go over AJ and imply that CM Punk is better than WWE. They're not gonna do that.
I don't believe if you put Stephanie and AJ, I still say no matter what type of storyline, I think AJ's got to go over Stephanie.
Yeah, I mean, but if they involve the whole lawsuit, then it kind of changes things, and they're not going to bring up the lawsuit. They're just not going to. AJ's going to call her boss lady. Stephanie's like, you need to call me respect and call me Mrs. McMahon or Miss McMahon or some fucking shit. Or AJ gets smart and calls her Miss Levesque. Who knows? But I don't know.
I don't know, but the question if they don't bring up the lawsuit, if they would put up like a match like that, would you involve Punk?
No, I would not involve CM Punk at all. No. Because that's just, I mean, the fans are already going to chant CM Punk when AJ's in the ring like they always fucking do. Which annoys me more than the fans that chant what at every single fucking segment.
What?
And then fucking other guys trying to take advantage of trying to, turn it in their favor. R-Truth failed at it. Miz kind of made me laugh. What? Y'all sound like a bunch of ducks. Fucking Undertaker's still the best. I tell you what. Say what again if you like to sleep with your own sister. What? Huh? The fans got. Anyways, off topic. Lance needs to give his opinion on the Divas.
Lance, I'm gonna say this. Listening to me and Mike babble about that, what do you see plans for the Divas Championship? And what plans do you see with AJ?
Well, I'm going to get to that, but I want to say one other thing. I don't think that was the original ending to that match last night. Because Paige went in, her top broke. Because if you notice, like, once Brie rolled her up, Nikki rolled her up, she was grasping at her titties to make sure they didn't pop out. Just go back and look at. Is making sure no wardrobe malfunction. Anyway, I either see a Bella versus Bella or a rematch from last night at Mania, and AJ. See, that I'm not sure of yet, because somebody has. The name quality, I'd almost say Saber till the night after. And kind of have well, actually, this just hit me. Have it be Paige versus Nikki at Mania. Paige goes over, wins the belt. Have it a reversal of what happened last year.
I don't think that would work.
What do you mean? AJ comes in and just wins the title out of nowhere?
Yeah.
But didn't they kind of already do that last in the summer when AJ came back from that 3-month layoff?
Yes, they did.
Kind of already did that.
They did that already. That's why I was saying no to that.
Well, hell, they had the same main event at WrestleMania 3 damn years in a row.
Yeah.
But really,
you still do it.
as I said, it's either Bella versus Bella, or they may even put Paige for a triple threat. Make it a triple threat. AJ.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be a fatal 4-way. Let's just put it like that. It's gonna be a fatal 4-way. Nikki versus Brie versus Paige versus AJ. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Grandpa's gonna get it from him and Grandma. There you go.
I had some in my mind. This is going to be the ridiculous thing of all. Do you want to hear my ridiculous thing?
Sure.
It's ridiculous. It's funny. I think let's say this. Triple threat. Yeah. At least I see a triple threat. What if AJ comes out and then Stephanie comes out? It's like, no, AJ, you don't deserve a Divas title shot. AJ does like what Daniel Bryan did. Well, except for the whole yes movement, but she does her own way.
That ass movement.
AJ Stephanie. AJ wins, she gets into the Divas title match later on that night. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna be funny.
For your old Stephanie winning the Divas title would be funny. But according to Lillian Garcia as of last night, it's technically the women's title. Thank you, Lillian Garcia.
Yeah. Nikki Bella is the women's champion, apparently.
Botchamania.
Also, when the freaking y'all catch her other botch when Cesaro and Tyson Kidd
that's it. That's
she's like, here are your orders, and still the new.
Still the new. Yes, that's right. Anyway, we going on with the Divas. I need to stop talking about the Divas. We go to the next match. The Intercontinental Championship. Dean Ambrose versus Bad News Barrett. Throw away. Completely a throwaway match. Yeah, I feel like that could have been better. But it's kind of weird how you see Barrett winning by DQ, but I understand why.
This is where my point comes in from earlier when I said there's a trend happening here. You notice how every year Extreme Rules is always pretty much a bunch of WrestleMania rematches.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it kind of seem like WrestleMania is starting to set up to be a lot of FastLane rematches? I mean, you're going to have Barrett and Ambrose again. You're probably going to have the Usos, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro again. Probably going to have Paige and Nikki Bella again in some form. I started to see a trend last night.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of, as I said, it's kind of weird how they let Barrett win by DQ. I feel like Barrett could have won with the bullhammer, but it maybe set up some. But I kind of see why they did it like this, and Dean Ambrose walking away with the title, even though he's not the champion. Lance.
Well, about that, now y'all might think I'm crazy, or you already do, but any damn thing. I honestly thought that was a pretty good match. Then again, to me, Lunatic Fringe is king. I honestly see, because James, I think I asked you this last night. When's the last time we saw a Intercontinental title ladder match?
WrestleMania 10. That was the first ladder match of WrestleMania.
Why not?
21 years since the last ladder.
All they're doing the same stuff over and over and over again. And the last time we actually saw in any form in WWE for the IC title was
TLC, us.
Yeah, so.
Anyway, next, we had an interesting segment. We had the lights go out. The lights goes out. And then Undertaker's music plays.
Dong.
But it was Bray Wyatt trolling.
Where he at?
Yes, Bray Wyatt comes out. The casket was rolled out. It was revealed to be Bray Wyatt. So basically, Bray Wyatt says he wants the soul of the Undertaker. Because he said, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the Undertaker. Now he's broken and whatnot. I've got time for me to collect his soul. I challenge him to a match at WrestleMania. Who did not see this coming?
We all saw it coming. It's a matter of, do we really want it and should it happen? I don't necessarily want it. I don't think it should happen either. But it could end up being an entertaining match. The only issue is we've never had The Undertaker at WrestleMania without the streak. So what are we? So now we can sit back at WrestleMania and go, okay, now this could go any way. Taker is lost at WrestleMania now, so this match could go any way. Of course, we know Undertaker's probably gonna win, but to set up Sting and Taker next year. But I mean, it could go either which way now. And we don't have to sit there and think, oh, it's a streak, okay. Me and Fat Boy at WrestleMania last year. Oh, it's the streak. 1, 2. What? but no.
Well, that black guy in the front row.
Yeah, that black guy in the front row. but yeah, seriously though. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna feel odd, but at least we can sit back and go, okay, no streak, so we're not gonna be on the edge of our seat going, oh, is Taker gonna finally lose? We're not gonna be on the edge of our seats because of the streak. So, yeah.
Lance?
Well, I saw it coming, but just not like that. I saw him because how Bray does his promos, and then him just taking a direct shot at The Undertaker. It didn't quite fit, but I was like, what the heck? I even said in the call, James, I don't know if you were actually in there or not, but I was like, what the hell? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, wait a minute. It's not, it's Wyatt. It's Wyatt. Because I was like, well, Memphis ain't that far from Houston, but...
Well, I mean, also that last thing that he did on Raw last week, he was clearly putting together a coffin or casket of some kind. He was clearly nailing one together. So, you know what? I'm calling it right now. Bray Wyatt and Undertaker at WrestleMania is going to be a casket match. I'm calling it. I'm thinking it's going to be a casket match. Just the way it's being set up, him building I mean, I know it's just the symbolism, of the Undertaker, the casket, but it's like, man, I don't know, I just got that feeling. I got that feeling it's going to be a casket match. When you claim the soul, you kind of want to bury somebody too. So, I mean, I think it could be a casket match.
The only problem with that, honestly, that I see, if he goes over, then technically people would start bitching and saying, "Oh, Undertaker buried Bray Wyatt."
Well, I mean, they're gonna say that no matter what, because Taker's gonna win. But I mean, here's another. So you want to go one step further? Fuck a casket match. Make it buried alive.
That would be a burial.
Hey, that stadium is big enough to do a buried alive match. Anyway, next match was Rusev versus Cena for the United States Championship. Now, Billy's not here to defend his boy John Cena. Yes, I'm taking a shot at you, Billy. Hi, Billy. How you doing? Anyway, but this was a very interesting, good match. But Rusev dominated most of the match, and Cena got good amount of offense in. But at the end, for the first time, as me and Mike said, for the first time since he started the never give up gimmick.
I don't think it's necessarily the first time. I mean, he's lost by submission before,
yeah, but
he's never actually tapped. Like either he passed out, or there was that time when he fought Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle won by submission, but Eric Bischoff picked up Cena's hand, picked it up, and dropped it down, and then he rang for the bell. I don't think he started to never give up, has he actually on his own, with no one grabbing his hand, no assistance. He actually tapped. I don't think that's happened. People are like, "Oh my God, Cena's lost by submission below." He technically didn't give up.
Exactly.
He was just not. He was just knocked the fuck out.
I know. For many years he did lose by submission to Angle and Jericho, like in the beginning of his career. I don't think he actually.
Well, no, he's actually like tapped out. I mean, in his career, he has. I mean, I remember I think he's tapped out. He tapped out to Chris Benoit before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Back before
Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho,
Oh,
Angle.
excuse me. He tapped out to He Who Must Not Be Named.
I think.
Hi, Lord Voldemort.
Anyway, but yeah, he had since he changed from the rapper gimmick, yeah, he has lost by submission a couple times, but
he's never actually tapped under his own free will.
and
He was like, "Oh my God, lost by submission."
in the same
Because he got low blowed in the nut, then he got kicked in the head. So when you pick him up for the accolade after that, he's out cold.
exactly, and basically, I'm not surprised. And this is something. This match is going to continue on at WrestleMania. Another rematch from FastLane, Mike.
What have I been saying?
Another one of these, and yeah. So, since you're the Cena hater of the group,
I thought it was funnier than hell. Just seeing Cena get basically his back broken in storyline matches because he was wrenching the hell out of his back. Because if you get put on your stomach and somebody basically makes you go backwards to about basically a reverse 90-degree angle, that's going to jack your back up. I thought it was funny just oh, poor Cena, he'd go night-night from the accolade.
hey Mike, take over for the last match. I'll be right back. Let me go check my meal.
Okay. So the last matchup, ladies and gentlemen, was the Mr. Blah 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 believe that Looney Tune Man, Porky Pig, Roman Reigns versus the guy with the beard, the goat, I got no other names ways to make fun of Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, winner goes on to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar. That's right. And Lance, you're gonna start because you haven't started the topic all night, so you're gonna start this one.
Well, I originally was seeing them do a triple threat, which God knows I didn't want to see it, but I was for some reason seeing them do the same type of match for the main event because God knows they hadn't done that in the past. The last from 3 WrestleManias ago, Cena, Rock. That's just beyond the scope of what they would do. Yeah, sure. Anyway, I was a few times they had I was like, no, not like this. Like when they were about to do the count outside the ring, and I was like, not like this. No. Or when they were both on the ground, I was like double count out that way. Because I was seeing I don't know, Brock Lesnar come in and whoop their ass, turn into a triple threat. But yeah, honestly, I think the build-up could have been better if they would have thrown Daniel Bryan in the mix. Because that promo before the night after Raw, this could have been a better run-up to WrestleMania for the title match to me. Because the face-to-face they had them at the what I call the Holiday Inn, because they weren't at Stanford. But yeah.
Went exactly the way I thought it was going to go. I thought maybe Sheamus was going to get involved because of the rumors of Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. I thought maybe Sheamus would return and maybe getting Daniel Bryan's face, bro kick. But then, of course, that would have more, oh, he needed somebody's help to go to WrestleMania. So then we'd have another fucking match probably, like on Raw, where he put up his spot again. Well, they wouldn't make him put his spot up again, but it was a little, ugh. But I liked the match. I thought it was good. I mean, obviously, Daniel Bryan's a lot more technically skilled, and it was very helpful that he was in said matchup to help put Reigns over. And I did like the end when they shook hands, and pretty much, he's like, "You better kick his ass," which we know he's probably going to. But here's my issue with that with the match, and not just that match, but the entire pay-per-view. Some we haven't met, some we have yet to mention. The fuck with the crowd, though. That crowd was dead all night long. Fuck, what's up with that? And especially when when the moment they get active is when Daniel Bryan shakes Roman's hand, like, oh, boo! Like, now you want to get loud?
You're right. At the same, it was weird with lack of crowd reaction during that pay-per-view. But as I put on Twitter, the right man won. Because really, I don't want to see another damn triple threat match. Nor do I want to see Bryan fighting Lesnar, because I felt that me and Lance was talking about this so many times. Bryan doesn't need to fight at Mania against Lesnar. Because, what did we say, Lance?
If he fights Lesnar, he's going to get hurt.
Exactly. Lesnar hurt people. Look at Undertaker last year at WrestleMania 30. He got broken ribs and a concussion.
That wasn't so much Lesnar as it was Taker always gets hurt every year now.
No, yeah. That's true, but but Lesnar is known to hurt people. So
let's put it like this: put away the journalistic side that we all have in us. We're not wrestling journalists, but put away the journalistic side. Do I want to see Daniel Bryan beat Lesnar? Hell yeah, because I'm the Daniel Bryan fan. But switch over to the realistic side. It's more realistic that Roman Reigns is going to beat Lesnar over Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Much more realistic, makes much more sense. And for all we know, it could end up being matches. It could end up being the match of the night, or it could be WrestleMania 20 all over again.
Exactly. That's what everybody.
Hi Goldberg.
That's what everybody's saying. That this could.
It's not gonna be though, because Lesnar is gonna get cheered.
Yeah.
He's gonna get cheered at WrestleMania. They're gonna cheer the fuck out of Lesnar. And here's my issue with a bunch of these wrestling journalists out there who are like, oh, they need to sell, however many thousand seats, in the Bay Area. They need to convince those people to come buy seats in the Bay Area. I'm like, you realize it doesn't matter. Because majority of the audience is going to be people from all over the world flying in to watch the show. So they're going to be the vocal majority, not minority, majority at WrestleMania. You're going to hear those people a lot louder than you are going to be anybody else. They're clearly the people that, are coming in, flying in for, that's why hotels are always booked up. Flights are booked up. People are like, oh, the only 10%. I mean, IWC technically, yes, is the, minority in, wrestling fans. But when it comes to live events, there's a lot more than the people freaking realize. Especially WrestleMania. If you're talking about an event like, FastLane, okay, no. WrestleMania, you got people coming over from fucking Timbuktu, fucking India, fucking like, I'm gonna come through the area to watch a WrestleMania. That was terrible accent, I know, but not the point. Point is, you're gonna have them people coming over, even like last year. And proof of it was the guy I sat next to at the Raw after Mania last year. The guy I sat next to, he bought soda for everybody in our entire row. Nicest dude in the world. Got talking. He's like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Iowa. He's like, oh, so you're from north of here. I'm like, okay, apparently he knows the United States map, apparently. And I'm like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Dublin, Ireland. I'm like, oh, so you know shit. But no, but see, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. I kind of lost my train of thought here. Oh, yeah. So, they're going to be the majority. They're going to be the loudest fans you hear. Reigns is going to get booed out the fucking building if he wins. And then you're just going to hear, hopefully, Brock Lesnar will demolish Lesnar. Lesnar will demolish Lesnar. Lesnar will demolish Reigns after the match, and then you'll hear that magical that terrible song that fucking round. Anyways, I'm off topic. You guys go ahead.
Well, just me volunteering at Access, I know, who all the people coming from all over the world. We have a lot of people from UK, Germany, France, wherever, around the United States, Mexico, Canada, a lot of pieces. But just going to this match, it's just going to WrestleMania, that main event. Reigns is gonna win. I see a cash in, but I see a fail. I don't see a win by Rollins because they're not gonna have the heel in WrestleMania.
You need to erase that nude photo scandal from your mind. That is not gonna affect it.
It's not the scandal. It's not the scandal. It's not the scandal.
But think about it though. It would be. I think they will have him walk out because when you think about it, they're always like, oh, we gotta do this to send the fans home happy. Well, if you want to send the fans home happy, then the majority of the fans are not gonna want Roman Reigns that are there don't want Roman Reigns to walk out with the championship. Now I understand if you're in, no offense, Memphis, Tennessee for a SmackDown taping. Well, yeah, then you're going to have John Cena win because there's not a big IWC presence in Memphis, Tennessee again, no offense, as obvious as last night's pay-per-view, So you're going to want the bigger names to go over. But at WrestleMania, it's like, I don't think the fans that are there really care that much because they clearly just want their favorite. And even though Rollins gets booed like he isn't an IWC favorite when he clearly is, I think you can do it this one time. I think you can. I don't think you wait until there's never been a cash in at Mania, and I don't think you want the first cash in at Mania to be a loss. I don't think you do that.
Anyway, overall scores and thoughts. I will give this pay-per-view a decent 2.5 out of 5. I don't know what the hell the fans were doing, whether sleeping, eating their popcorn. It's like, some of the matches were okay. Some of them was like, Match of the night has to go to Reigns and Bryan. And the worst match, I give it to the Divas. That's all I'm gonna say. Lance.
Well, first off, to defend my hometown. Okay, first off, the forum was not filled to capacity because it was sleeting like a bastard out here last night. And two, the show really wasn't that good. Would you rather have a kind of a dead crowd or a rioting crowd?
It doesn't matter if it was a good show or not. The fans are usually still pretty loud, and there was a lot of good segments that they just they didn't even react to Sting and Triple H at all.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd give this a 3 out of 5. Okay, show. Best match. I'd go with Reigns and Bryan. Worst, Divas. Honorable for best segment, it'll gotta go I kind of got to pull a bay and go with Bray Wyatt with an honorable mention to the Sting one. And I also want to, like, after this, you want to do the James? You want me to do what I talked about before the show now, or after?
After Mike, we will talk about what we think for WrestleMania.
Okay.
Well,
Mike.
I don't give ratings because I'm not the type of guy that likes to give ratings because I just don't like it. I hate trying to figure out an actual score. So I'm just gonna say I thought it was a mediocre pay-per-view. That's just all I'm saying. I don't give scores. I like doing it. Best match, yeah. I mean I can do best and worst match, but yeah, best match was Reigns and Bryan. Worst match for me. Worst match for me was I mean, this is gonna sound odd, but for me, the worst match was the tag title match, only because I just didn't care, and I don't care if there was any good spots or not. I just didn't care. I sat there watching the match, and I just, for some odd reason, just did not care. I actually cared about the Divas match. I sat there and enjoyed it, which is people say, people always say it's piss break, but I was kind of looking forward to that match, and I enjoyed it. Sure, yeah, Paige's top almost popped off, and people are like, oh my god, time to search for photos on the internet, but
And now we go to what we think for WrestleMania. Lance, start us off since you have a list.
Well, I kind of, because I got bored last night or this morning, I can't remember when the hell I did this, but I have like 12 matches here, because let's face it, Mania runs the longest pay-per-view of the year.
yeah, but will there be a 30-minute opening segment like last year with fucking Mania? With fucking Stone Cold The Rock
in the Silverdome?
Yes, in the Silverdome, brother.
Well, these first three are kind of givens because they pretty much got set up last night. Triple H, Sting got set up last night. Lesnar, Reigns, Taker, White, pretty much just got it. That's happening. Goldust Stardust rematch. I'm gonna say probably if Goldust is gonna put up his career on the line. If either way, he's gonna have his Mania match with his brother, which is what they wanted for a long time. Cena Rusev, which ain't no damn body gonna give a shit about it except for the front row because they can just look at the lion's ass. Ambrose versus Bad News Barrett ladder match. And now the rest of these are what I see happening. Orton Rollins, Debra Ziggler, because they even rumor that on Twitter between the two. I see Miz and Mizdow breaking up and having a match at Mania. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I see a Divas match, some sort of tag title match, honestly, and I think that weird Ultimate X meets Money in the Bank thing they're planning for the NXT will probably be on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Mike, should you or should I?
Well, you pretty much covered a lot of the matches. I mean, as for tag titles, I don't know. I mean, I kind of hope there isn't another battle royal like last year because they made the battle royal seem like the winner was going to actually mean something, and then we know what happened to Cesaro. But I mean, there's going to be a Divas title match probably, featuring Maria Menounos. Yeah, no.
Versus AJ Lee.
I'm just kidding. I mean, they're probably gonna bring in all the fucking Total Divas probably for a fucking match sometime. Yeah, Ambrose and Barrett again. I I would say Stephanie, but Stephanie hasn't really been doing much on TV as of late. She's just kind of been there, it seems like. Um, I don't know. I mean, uh, as for the rest of the Authority, I don't know. I mean, Big Show and Kane, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do unless they end up fighting each other. And Big Show's 534th turn. I don't know, man. It's besides the obvious. I don't know what else they can really do this year.
Well, for me, the kickoff match I believe will happen will be the tag team match. It's got to be a rematch between Cesaro and Kid versus the Usos. I believe that rematch is gonna happen at Mania. Golden Star will be a match at Mania. Rusev Cena for the US title is gonna be a match. The Divas title matches, it's more of a flip-flop. It depends on what they do tonight. It's either going to be Bella versus Bella, Triple Threat, or Fatal 4-Way. I'm still leaning towards the Triple Threat, though. Because I think they might have something else planned for AJ. If AJ comes back. Bray Wyatt, Undertaker is a given.
Well, here's the thing with Bray Wyatt and Undertaker. Does Undertaker respond tonight? Or do you wait another week?
I think you do it tonight.
Has to do it tonight.
Because what after tonight? There's only 4 more Raws after tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
We got Orton, Seth Rollins. That's gonna be a given, since Orton wants revenge on Seth Rollins. And the 2 confirmed matches: Sting, Triple H, and Brett Lesnar reigns.
I might have Brett Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, sorry. Oh, I might even see a battle royal. I think somebody put the NXT rumor out there just to do that.
I think there is going to be an NXT match. I really do.
If they do something, they're gonna do it at Access. It's all gonna be on Access. All right.
No, I don't believe so one bit. I believe it's going to be it's going to happen at Mania, and if it does happen at Mania, it will be like Lance said, it will be the pre-show. Because that is how you get the fans ready for WrestleMania. You put the NXT guys out there, you give them 20-25 minutes on a pre-show to go out there and do whatever the fuck they want. And just steal the fucking show.
Because God knows they put the damn pre-show like 2 damn hours long. Why the hell that needs 2 hours?
Well, the first hour is just going to be a bunch of like Access footage, and then
still.
And then what you do? Here's what you do: 5-way ladder match for the NXT title. Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville. I don't know who the other 2 would be. I see like 5-way. 5 guys.
Devitt
and fucking
Atami.
Hatami. There you go. That would be fucking awesome. Right there. 5-way ladder match for the fucking title. Or even if it's not for the title, just have like a 5-way ladder match in general. Like winner gets a shot at the title on the main roster or some shit.
Yeah.
Or the winner of the match gets to advance to the main roster, something like that.
Yeah. Also, there's also one more thing. Yeah, I have to agree with Lance. Miz and Miz now are gonna break up. They're gonna break up tonight or next week.
That I agree.
All right.
I agree. Miz and Mizdow break up tonight. Mizdow's gonna fucking plot to Miz, but then Miz is gonna reverse and hit him with the skull-crushing finale. And
well, I think we ran an hour long in this damn review talking about random shit.
oh my god!
I think it's time to say bye bye to everybody.
So long, farewell.
Lance, where can they find you at?
YouTube.com/Lance Moss TV at album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck only cooking videos, musical equipment reviews, some rants, and also the the archives of controversies and scandals from Hardcore Wrestling Radio. Also, check me out on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV.
Mike, where can we find you at?
Just Twitter at Mike of Iowa, and I'm not even gonna mention my YouTube channel because every time I say to go there, and I'm gonna start doing videos, I don't.
He changes his mind on shit.
No, I don't change my mind. I just don't have motivation to do it because fuck the internet.
Well, you can find me at twitch.tv/fatboy504.
And on Monday Night Raw tonight as AJ Lee's personal ring announcer.
AJ Lee is not gonna come back on Raw. I'm just kidding. You can... No. Remember, I'm the referee. Remember that.
You can be both.
Yeah, double duty.
Anyway.
No, he can pull triple duty. He can be the referee, AJ Lee's ring announcer, and Nikki Bella's hat.
Anyway, I'm on twitch.tv/fatboy504. I do PS4 gameplay. I'm on youtube.com/JTD70129. I'm on Twitter. That's my Twitter handle at fatboy504. You can also find me and Lance and maybe Mike on Hardcore Wrestling Radio. Yes. Hardcore, youtube.com/HWR show, I think it is.
Yeah.
And then facebook.com/Hardcore Wrestling Radio. And you can also find us on WGS TV, youtube.com/WrestleGamer, and facebook.com/WGS TV. With that being said, where is this video going to be posted? I don't know. But till then, okay, bye.